kind of stand here. It's fine. Okay. So, going into this game, what is your plan for the first few waves?
Ideally, I want them to push into me, right? Like, I want him to push him into me, so I can... Or... With the first 3 waves... Where's my jungler? Jungler is bot. That means he's going to be pathing top. I would want Prado, so I want that. I want the waves pushed into him, ideally. In the first 3 waves, so I can walk down for Scuttlecraft if I have to.
Okay, so let's say Darius started red and was pathing to bottom. Then you're saying you wouldn't want Pro?
I wouldn't, not necessarily, because I could always let him push into me and maybe try to freeze or something.
Okay. So, the reason that I'm asking this is regardless of what your jungler is doing, you're still looking to crash the 3rd wave.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because, okay, so let's say, in this particular case, Darius starts blue. He's going to path towards top side, great, and as you said, you can play towards Scuttle since he's starting bot side, and I'll put on your vision. Or you could maybe invade. It's going to depend, obviously, on different scenarios, based on how the jungler's played out or what junglers. So you could end up either invading, you could go for Scuttle, etc. If Darius is on your side, pathing away, then you could look for a cheater recall. Either way, I don't like the idea of you giving wave control to the Scion when he shouldn't be allowed to have it.
I see.
The only time I would like you letting him push into you is if you're playing against, like, a Twitch jungle that started red.
I see.
Then, yeah, you don't want to get cheesed, but that's not this instance. Sliding the last hits, that's good. Yep.
So would this be a time to cheater right here, or?
No. You can't cheat her because you pushed the wave too fast. So if we go back, like here, you can still cheat her, but because you're trading with Scion and you keep hitting full HP minions, or like half HP minions, it's just gonna crash too fast. So yeah, you could have cheated, but because you pushed, second wave is gonna crash, which isn't that bad. It's just if you try to cheater recall, it's not really a cheater because you're missing a ton of minions, because it's not the cannon wave. So you just have to let it push back into you. Although I would like for you to have a ward as soon as you can, since you haven't seen Yi, I don't believe. Oh, you're gonna get ganked. Yep, there it is. Yep. Okay. So yeah, so far, major mistakes, pushed a little bit too fast, but it was recoverable as long as you did let him push back into you, because you can still set up that freeze you've been talking about, but you didn't actually do it. You just kept trading with him.
I see.
And then
I just wanted to let him push that back.
Yeah, you let him push it back. It also gives you that window to go ward, and then you're fine. But didn't do that, so then that occurs. Okay. Look at how the wave is.
I saw it since there was a pretty big wave pushing into me. I had to TP.
Yeah, you got a TP. I was seeing if maybe you could hold it, but no, you can't. This is good though. Although you should thin the wave a little bit. Yeah, because he's just going to force the crash if you don't.
See, so I just need to thin that out so he doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, you just clear a couple of them, and then anytime he does something like this, if you see it's almost fully charged, QW into him.
Like if he's just trying to clear the wave with it, I can QW and get a free stun.
Yeah, because it's not like he can just magically not key you once he's committed like this. So you just QW and then tear him up with that. Now the wave's crashed, so you have to slow push back into him. So yeah, you're not using your W's for his Q.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so fast.
Yeah, phase rush.
Oh, you got him. Okay.
I think I could have froze this, or maybe I do freeze it.
I don't think you can. It's going to be really messy. You can try, but they're just going to keep hinting into the tower over and over. Oh, there they go. Yeah. And so it's going to be a really slow push, but it will slow push to his side. Okay. I think that was just a late W there.
Late? He just didn't stun. Like it did the stun go off.
Let me see what happened there.
Like he just didn't charge enough for the stun go off.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Gotcha. Yep. You can just all in him when he does that. Like if he does this, you can start walking down and then immediately go in because you had ultimate off this dying minion. And you can look to kill him. He doesn't have any summons. What's he gonna do?
I see.
Here we go. It's a little late, but same idea. Yep. Good. You're gonna have to recall pretty soon after you thin this.
I don't think maybe I do. I can't remember, but I thought like. I probably shouldn't have left the wave right like that. I could have been in a bad situation if I left it like that and used better.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's a bad situation. You're so far ahead that you can force the wave to crash. Like it's not like he can freeze on you, but yeah, you are right in that you wouldn't want to just give him a free wave to farm ideally. And we just zone him. Good.
Really
How did that not stun? Wait.
It was just really early.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. I don't like the control ward. Reason being, I would rather you well, really, this ward's kind of unnecessary, but if you were to ward, I'd rather you just use your trinket, because it's going to be harder to protect this control ward when it's further up.
So where would I control ward instead?
Well, if you're going to control ward, then it would either be after you push a wave and then you could get a deep ward, or you could throw it like here. Just somewhere where you're getting more value, because if it's right here, Sion can clear it himself. Either Sion or Yi can walk up and clear it. So you're not getting that much value. Yep, it already got cleared. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, die here.
How do you greet? Oh, you do. Yeah. Yep.
Here we just died. I guess we shouldn't have fought this. I don't know.
Yeah, no, Darius is just too low HP. The QW.
If we didn't get hit by the Scion Q, we could have probably fought that. No, he got chunked like half his health.
That's
what I was like he had decent health, but he.
He's got Ignite though. I still don't think you want to fight it, even if it doesn't land it. But yeah, you are right. That did do a ton of damage. And then your parry being down doesn't help either. So I get you want to stun him, but not while he's shielded. But yeah, that was mostly on Darius. He kind of entered there. Okay. Still a perfectly winnable game.
You can kind of see where we start to fall apart, though. They have 5-1 lead. Just kind of.
Yep. Kill Signer, right? Good. Good. Crash the wave. Good. Play it. Recall. And then, yeah. This is what happens when you go for that second plate. First plate's fine. So right here. But then when you go for the second plate, sure, Sion's not here yet, but you're gonna have less time to get to lane before Sion shows up. And so it's gonna allow him to get this first turret, and as well he can cancel your recall.
Oh, I see.
Because, yeah.
My thought process was that he wasn't top yet because he just did Drake, but he like beelined to top laner after Drake, so.
Yeah. But even if he doesn't do that, I still don't like the extra plate. Okay. I like the freeze. This is good. As long as you start a slow push in about 45 seconds.
Wait, why?
Well, because you're wanting to play around Dragon. Because it spawns in 2 minutes, so you start slow pushing in about 45 seconds, and then you can have the wave crash in time to force someone to go top. Oh boy, what's this? Yeah, just let him die. If he's gonna die. I mean, either way. Whether he wins the fight, loses the fight, you're gonna be so late with that TP, but I get wanting to try. Okay. Please tell me we kill the AP Lucian. Good. Okay. That TP got way more value than should have. But I guess it works. Catch the wave and then immediately run to dragon. I should. Well. No, this is fine. I take that back. Since your team's dead, it's fine to go top.
I'd like to say that's what I was thinking, but it definitely wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, if Caitlyn and Maokai weren't dead, then I'd want you to catch this wave. You can immediately run bottom, to dragon, and then you could prep for that, but... Well, then there's no way you're winning the fight. Because the problem is you don't want them to have third Drake, and then you're indefinitely trying to stop them from get Chemtech Soul.
Yeah. This game was just super hard to play because our Maokai didn't really know how to press his buttons, and we had no, like, lockdown CC for you.
Mm-hmm. They are hard buttons to hit. You gotta hit the W, you gotta hit the Q, you know. It's kinda...
Yeah, hit the point and click CC, but it's whatever.
Yeah, it's a little
That
tough.
was so unlucky. I was so sad.
Yeah. I'm not gonna focus too much on that death there. So, I'm not gonna say it's wrong, but what is your reason for running top instead of other lanes?
Well, my Kale is in bot lane, my Caitlyn's mid, and Drake's not for a long time,
Okay.
I guess. I don't know.
So what I'm looking for is your teleport's down and Kale has teleport.
Oh, so what Kale wants to be top lane because Baron's about to be up? Or wait, no, shouldn't I be here?
Yes.
Because Baron's about to be up?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I said I'm not saying it's wrong, but there needs to be a reason for why you're doing it.
Yeah, I see. So, like, Kale can be bot because she can TP up. I'm going to be here because I can rotate the Baron.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
More Fiesta with Scion. Classic. Oh my god, they just keep running it.
So...
I don't know what to tell you here outside of just don't get caught.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say.
At this point, I think I was a little bit irritated that my bot lane lost to AP Lucian. Like, I think I was just kind of...
Very tilted.
I guess. But I was more just, like, staring at it. I was just confused on how we're, like, losing lane to that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how...
Well, to be fair, they didn't lose lane.
They didn't win lane.
Yeah, right. Because the CS difference kind of evens it out, but yeah, they they definitely did not play as well as they should have.
So you think in this elo, is it worth me playing champs like Fiora and Irelia, or should I just stick to the tanks? Because I've been playing a ton of like Tom Kench, Ornn, and just winning like every single game. Is it worth playing these champions that have a high skill ceiling? Or should I stick to these like tanks?
I'm pretty sure you already know the answer that I'm going to give you,
Yeah.
but you're asking it anyway. If you're mechanically capable of playing high skill ceiling champions, then it's fine to play them, but you probably would need the coaching if that were the case.
Yeah, I see.
And then if you can't, then you should learn how to play the game through knowledge instead of just raw mechanics. And so yeah, you'd want to play at least simpler champions. Doesn't necessarily have to be tanks, but yeah.
I see. I don't know. Tom Kench right now seems like a menace of a champion. Like, just like even without mechanical skill, I feel like I solo kill my laner every other game. Like, Champs just seems kind of strong right now. Especially, I take Ignite TP on him. I kind of just kill everything.
Yep. That's his whole benefit is playing for his early game.
Yeah, and I duo with someone that plays mid lane, and he plays a lot of carry champions like Corki, Kale, things like that. So I have something to play off of that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good combo. We won like, that's how I just recently got gold, and we won like 12. We went like 12 and 2. This is one of our lost games. He's my mid laner. Kale.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game, I see what you're saying. Just, I think I could have extended my lead a lot more if I played my waves better.
Yeah, it was pretty much all waves with how you were playing against Sion. Even just, as I mentioned, like the first few waves, you didn't have... Either you didn't have an intent, or it was the wrong intent. It's kind of hard to tell.
So I want to... Cheater, it's just, you want to, like, slow push. Let the, like, auto each minion, like, once, and let it kind of slow push. And then on the third wave, once the cannon wave reaches, you just hard shove, right?
Yes, generally. Now, that's assuming that the opponent isn't trying to push back into you.
Oh, because then you have to match their damage. Right?
Yeah. So, let's say the Scion throws Qs into the wave, or starts eating the wave, whatever, then you have to auto a little bit more in order to maintain it. But, yeah, generally that is the idea of slow pushing into the third wave.
I see. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Now, don't overdo it, like, because let's say ideally you're supposed to go for cheater recall, but then the Scion or whatever enemy top laner just takes really, really bad trades into you, then you can take that and just kill them. You know, doesn't mean that you always have to go for the cheater if it's the ideal spot if they give you a better thing by being bad.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah. Just a lot of wave management issues, recall timings, and then, not to mention, there's like the warding.
Yeah.
Either you're warding late, or you're warding when you didn't really need a ward. Because the whole point of warding is to protect you when you're about to pressure them, not after you've pressured them.